Hey, Kyrie. A lot of changes to the roster during the offseason. Are there some areas where you feel like this roster is definitely improved and some new guys that you're particularly excited to play with?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to every part of this journey. Obviously, having a group of guys that I got a chance to get close with, making some changes in the middle of the season is always tough. But I feel like we rounded out pretty well towards the end of the season, did the best we could, and feel like just coming into this year, we added more firepower just in the interior, and then being able to rely on our offensive and defensive schemes, just with our versatility out there. So, I'm just looking forward to playing with everybody that's going to be in that locker room and just growing throughout this journey.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Is there a mic that you could talk into? I apologize. Appreciate you guys sitting here being patient, but I can't really hear you. Can you speak to the mic or something? Or
Sure. Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Okay. Two questions. One, the last time most of us saw you, you were dealing with the ankle. How are you health-wise? Is that 100%? And secondly, we can only presume that you're not joining us right now because of vaccination. I'm curious, is that accurate? And if so, or do you expect to be either vaccinated or compliant in time by the time you guys come back from LA after that postseason game, after the preseason game?
Yeah, no, Brian, I appreciate your questions, bro. Honestly, I like to keep that stuff private, man. I'm a human being first, and obviously living in this public sphere, there's just a lot of questions about what's going on in the world of Kyrie, and I think I just would love to just keep that private and handle it the right way with my team and go forward together with a plan. So, obviously I'm not able to be present there today, but that doesn't mean that I'm putting any limits on the future of me being able to join the team. And I just want to keep it that way. So we can keep that private. And if anybody has any further questions about that, please, it'd be the same response. I would like to keep that private. And just please respect that, my privacy. And on another note, to answer your first question, it's been a long road, yet it's felt so short. Just having that traumatic ankle injury in front of family, friends, fans all around the world, it was definitely, a moment that I reflect on pretty often just because, the journey was cut short and it was so fast. And, I was in a lot of pain at that point. So, I had to do my best to pick it up and still be supportive of my teammates and limping around during the last few playoff games. Definitely weighing in on me. So from that point, I've been able to do some rehab, but I've just taken my time to recover the right way, prioritize what's important to me, and that's just being as healthy as possible coming to the season. And then ultimately just still, loving the game at a high level where I can work on it and still chisel away. I'm just grateful that God was able to bless me with a relatively healthy season last year. A lot of ups and downs, but I felt like I was just now hitting my stride with my teammates, and to have something sudden like that happen, you never can predict it, but when it does, you got to be able to pick yourself up and continue to persevere. So did a lot of work this summer. Had a chance to meet with a few specialists. Had to do what needed to be done on here to make sure I was healthy, and now I'm coming into the season just ready to take it one day at a time. So I look forward to training camp and just being out there with the guys.
Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey, Kyrie, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, thank you. Understanding you want to keep this private, and I do think there's, people should have privacy to a certain extent, but people are speculating about certain stances you have and that you're not going to be available to your team and that kind of thing. And just why don't you want to clear that up to some extent?
Yeah, please respect my privacy. Next question.
As in fans too? They also want to know, not just us.
Yeah, next question.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
Kyrie, earlier last summer, Sean Marks said that he expected you and Harden would sign your contract extensions by the time training camp begins. Obviously, that hasn't happened. James says he's being patient before he makes a decision because he wants to make sure everything is in place for a championship future. Do you see any obstacles that might prevent you from signing long-term with this team? And how much have the three of you discussed, having that future together with the Nets?
Oh, well, I definitely respect James's stance. Just he's going to do what's best for him and his family. And I know that we're all really close, and we have just open communication with each other. So, we know how each other feels relatively, but we have a mutual respect for one another. So I know he's going to do what's best for him, and I'm going to do the same. And we just take it one day at a time. We're having great talks. It's going well. We know that the future is, on our side, so to say, just being able to maximize our potential in these next coming years to make a few runs at this championship. We still feel some of the emotions from last year, just coming together at a different point in the season, and now we get to start from day one. So I think we're just ready to start with a clean slate and build this chemistry the right way. Do it, one brick at a time, like I said, and just enjoy it. And, a lot of smiles and a lot of good times just that we can create with one another. And ultimately the goal is a championship, but we just want to enjoy the journey in the meantime. And I think first things first is getting on the same page to create a future together and create space and do it where it makes sense for all of us. So, me personally, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm same as James, just being patient, and we're still openly communicating, and we just wait and see. It's going well, though.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Hey, Kyrie. In the spirit of not putting limitations on the future, do you expect to play in home games in New York, considering the rules in this state?
Again, I would like to keep all that private. Please just respect my privacy. Like all the questions kind of leading into what's happening, just please, everything will be released at a due date. And once we get this cleared up, but as of right now, just please respect my privacy regarding anything around home games, what's happening, vaccination, please. So if you have another question, Malika, I'd love to answer it.
That's all. Thanks, Kyrie.
Go to Zoom with Christian Winfield with the Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie, how's it going? Can you kind of just walk us through what your summer has been like? I know you said that, you've kind of been attacking rehab, but is that all you've been able to do this summer? Have you been able to actually get some work done?
Yeah, no, I'm getting work done every day. Some of the work doesn't necessarily have to come on the court. It just can come, off, which is a lot of where my passions lie. Just helping out the community, being there for the youth, and really leaving a legacy that I could be proud of, that I could define with just my service acts here on, my service acts here on earth. So I'm excited about coming into this season. I've shared my excitement with a lot of people, all around the world, sort of say, so I'm always connecting back to my roots, always connecting back to my lineage, my heritage, and bringing my tribe alongside with me. I wouldn't be anything without the teammates I have around me. And I'm on many different teams. So I'm just grateful to be able to represent them in the right way. And, just going to this whole thing and enjoying it and everyone doing the same as well alongside.
Last question, Bruce Beck, NBC New York.
Hey, Kyrie, are you looking forward to playing with your team this year? Are you looking forward to playing in front of the Brooklyn fans this year? That's really my question.
Man, like I said in the beginning of this, I'm excited to just enjoy this day by day in the journey, man. However this comes, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad. I know that I'll be there every day, no matter what. And, just be present for my teammates as one of the leaders on the team, be there for my growing tribe off the court. And, just tying the journey together. There's still a lot of change to be made out here, but in this space, I do want to accomplish more than I have in the last few years. I felt like I've fallen short alongside my teammates of just achieving that, that goal, lady, that we're all trying to go after. So I know that the focus has to be at an all-time high, no distractions, and this was the last thing I wanted to create was more distractions or more hoopla, more, drama around this. So I'm doing my best to maintain with good intentions, a good heart, putting God first, and then, being able to trust the people around me and trust that I can communicate how I'm feeling, and then we make something great happen. So I'm just continuously growing and learning from others, and I'm looking forward to, not only just the fans, but just the whole entire support of the NBA going into this. You're going to see some great, high-time basketball and a lot of great competition. Teams are coming back, fully loaded with more pieces. So the NBA is at an exciting level. I feel like all across the board, teams are gearing up for something special. And I know it won't be easy, but looking at the guys that we have on this roster, the coaching staff, our ownership group, our management, I feel like we have a recipe for success. So looking forward to it.
Thanks for your time, Kyrie.
Of course. Thank you.